Speaking of iDubbbz, I guess that's kind of out of order. Creator Clash is canceled. The Creator Clash official Twitter account has says we've made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. All existing pay-per-view ticket holders will receive automatic refunds, no actions required. While the event won't go ahead as planned, all fund raised so far will still be donated to charity, and our fundraising efforts will continue in the months ahead. Thank you all for all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over the years. We appreciate you. Thank you, the Creator Clash team. So, quick summary. Creator Clash 3 was underperforming, and iDubbbz, despite not putting any effort to actually promote this event through anyone whatsoever, spontaneously decided that for no reason he would target Ethan Klein, literally the only person who had been promoting Creator Clash to anyone ever for any reason. And after that, ticket sales did not increase. So iDubbbz was beholden to actual investors who put the money up front to fund this event with the expectation that they would actually make money from the event, despite Creator Clash 2 losing like $500,000. So after the Ethan Klein content comp video, they kicked him out. Like, he saved face and said he was stepping down, but they kicked him out and probably threatened him with a lawsuit if he didn't remove himself. So he basically voluntarily, in fact, the fact that he gave up his ownership probably entails that was an out-of-court settlement. Like, they said, we're going to sue you for defrauding us and for sabotaging this event and costing us hundreds of thousands of dollars unless you sign this agreement that surrenders the entirety of your share of Creator Clash as an organization to us as reimbursement for the damage that you've done. So they get that share and they start doing the bean counting, and they realize that all their fighters have left and it would be impossible for them to proceed with the event as planned in Tampa, Florida. So they have to push it back and probably relocate it to LA. So they do that, and they say that in LA, at some point in the future, there will be a fight. And then everybody leaves. And now there's like one or two people left on the card. So they have to start from scratch. They're already X $100,000 in the ground, and they have to take a brand name that is absolutely ruined, permanently and irreversibly associated with Ian and Aniza, which is like brand suicide. And they would have to start from scratch to get this event going. So they realized that it was impossible, that this is a fucking doomed adventure, that there's no reason to continue this fucking bullshit, and they shut it down. That's what happened, basically. I have this video. Nathan is dad. And he was, during Creator Clash 1, one of the most hardcore Aniza and iDubbbz simps. He constantly defended them on Twitter. He ingratiated himself to them during Creator Clash 1. He shit-talked Froggy Fresh. He basically was their slave. And then he was repaid for his diligence. He would be I think he was even the only fighter scheduled to be in all three events. So his loyalty was repaid in full by Ian and Aniza completely and totally fucking him over.
I'm not going to tell someone what to make. Even though I don't like drama and negative content, it's not my place to do that. So I chose not to do that. At some point after the Content Cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me and says, all this crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him because it sounded insane. So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left a comment to try and say something positive. I also said I was bummed about the Content Cop video and confused on how to move forward. Now, I'd like to clarify why I did this. I could have just DM'd Ethan on Instagram to say, hey, I hope you're doing well. But I hadn't talked to him in like a year, and I didn't know if he was going to respond to me. Also, I really wanted to publicly say, hey, this video is kind of weird in a simple way. When I said we're all kind of confused by this, I was sharing the sentiment of a few fighters that were genuinely confused as to why Ian and Anissa made this video when we all have an event coming out. So all the fighters had been very quiet and were like afraid to talk about things. So I thought if I made this donation, I could say in a sort of friendly way, hey, yeah, we kind of think this is weird. Hopefully it all blows over. I wasn't trying to insult Ian or Anissa, but I was just addressing the obvious that yes, this is awkward now. I'm sorry. And I felt that was not an unfair thing to do. Then the next day, Anissa texts me a screen grab of my donation and she says, is this real? Anissa took that as I was supporting her enemy that she has chosen, by the way. Ethan and Atri are not my enemy. So then Anissa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she's like, oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old. This is childhood, high school garbage. What the heck are you doing? I was texting Yoda, my friend, about this, and I said, I think I'm gonna walk. I'm not dealing with her. I can't do this right now. I almost quit when she called me because Harley was out. I was talking to Harley. Harley was talking about his frustrations. I was saying, yeah, Anissa just called me. She tells me, this really hurts us that you would say this. Because in the donation, I said, this is really confusing for all of us. I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said I'm confused why you're ruining the event? What are you talking about? It hurts you more that you put your video out, not me being upset about it. Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused. What the heck are you talking about? She acted surprised that I made that comment on the H3 stream when she said, but Ian told you he was making that video on the camping trip. But just because he told me he was making a dumb video doesn't mean I should just automatically be okay with it because I heard about it beforehand. I can still think it's a dumb idea to put out when you're simultaneously putting on an event that's supposed to be non-political and not tied to any drama. Now at this point,
okay, in case you're curious, I saw someone spurging in chat. I do not pause my clips every 2 seconds to make comments. I just don't do that. I've never done that. So if I have 2.5 minutes to play, I will play the full 2.5 minutes. I found this very illuminating that Anissa's, from every account, simply the worst person in the entire world, and absolutely everybody despises having to deal with her. That seems to be the common consensus. The only person in the entire world dumb enough to stick by Anissa is iDubbbz. Someone in chat even said, and I like this comment, that he got the toxic girlfriend experience and he wasn't even dating her. And it's like, that's completely true. He's not allowed to comment or laugh with this guy. And that seems to be the common thing. They all have the same exact line. Like, these guys that deal with Anissa and iDubbbz, whenever something happens, they don't get a phone call. It's like they have no communication. They have no idea what the fuck's happening. And then the moment, the fucking nanosecond that they do anything that Anissa does not like, they get a text message from one of them complaining about it. So they don't get any communication unless they do something she doesn't like. And then she is up their ass immediately, which is actually kind of remarkable. It sounds like a lot of fun. One of the things that he mentions earlier that I did not timestamp is that he's suffered physical injury preparing for this fight. Apparently his knees are bad, and after a few weeks of sparring, like really intense sparring, expecting that the fight would be happening or would have happened already, he did really intense sparring to prepare for it. And at one point he got clocked. And now he says if he moves his head too fast, he starts to see light out of the corner of his eyes. So apparently, like, I don't know, when you move your head, you stop seeing kind of briefly because your eyes can't process information like that. So when that happens, apparently his brain starts like just blinding him. So that sounds pretty fucking annoying. So he's the point of that was that he's been going to doctors and he's been training and he's been spending his money, and he was supposed to get paid. And I think I actually do have a clip where he talks about the money because I found that pretty interesting. Basically, this guy got fucked over. I do want to say, by the way, what the fuck is with his video format? He has like a room that looks like a drab motel from the 1990s. He has like the most piss yellow lighting I've ever seen, and his video quality looks like it's on VHS. This literally looks like it was filmed on VHS in the 1990s in a motel room. I don't know if that's a deliberate stylistic choice. I've never seen any other video from him, or if this is just what he does. So that was notable to me. 1750, no, 1550.
In Creator Clash 3 was offered $15,000 to cover their fight training, except for LA Beast, who I guess got $7,000 additional because he said his training cost more than that. I don't know if anyone else got additional money. As far as I've been told by the event, he was the only one. Regardless, when the event got postponed, they offered everyone an additional $10,000 as an extension to extend your training until October. A lot of people couldn't do the event now because it was getting extended. Myth dropped out, LA Beast dropped out, Freddie Wong dropped out. I didn't drop out. I thought about it. I thought, is this worth doing? And then ultimately I thought, I really want to box. I've been training for so long. I don't want to stop this, and I want the event to happen, and I really want to get in that ring a third time. Also, that $10,000 will help me out. In addition to that $10,000 extension dollars, I was going to get now a cut of Ian and Anis's 34% that they were going to get paid. But since they've dropped out, all that money will go to the fighters. I'm thinking this is great. And on top of that, I would also potentially get a bonus check after the event sells out. They'll split up extra money with all the fighters. So I'd get 3 types of payment. I'll get that $10,000 extension and then the 2 bonus checks, we'll call them. But now that the event has been canceled, I'm not getting that extra money. I'm not getting that $10,000, even though I did some of the extra training, because the event's canceled now and it's just over and there's just no more money. And it's really messing me up, and it's really hard for me to be okay with this. That's why I'm making this stupid video, because I'm upset. It sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed. At this point, I just started getting too worked up, so I'm now...
This is what your loyalty to a prostitute and a retard has awarded you. You're out thousands of dollars, your head's all fucked up, you got achy bones, achy joints, and nothing to show for it. Literally nothing. And what's weird is that this guy has 500,000 subscribers, but I've learned from Ruben Sim that having lots of subscribers and lots of views on your videos does not necessarily translate to money. Like, you have to monetize your videos in a very specific way in order to get a real income from YouTube, even if you have tons of viewers. So I found that fascinating. So you can tell this guy obviously got completely fucked over. Somebody in chat was saying like he doesn't feel bad for him at all because he sucks, but my point was not that you should feel bad for this guy. You can feel bad for him. I won't hold that against you. I'm just saying that this is what absolute and total dedication and loyalty to Aniza Jamha and Ian Jamha has awarded him. Should have picked the Jew. Let this be a lesson to all of you. What happened to the fighting coach for snaking on Aniza and Ian? Lots of publicity, bills getting passed, protecting children from being sold into marriage. Probably the fun. Oh, he literally got paid $5,000 up front that Ian and Aniza hadn't paid him. And then who knows how much else for boxing instructions. Maybe he got the cosign he needed for his business to start up. This guy, he bet against the Jew. Don't do that. Don't bet against the Jew. Now you're just out money and your head's all fucked up, brother. Jews rock. That's right. They sure do. Let's see, what's these? Oh, this was Aniza's response, by the way. Okay, I'm just going to come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency. But you needed transparency for like the last 3 years for this event. Ticket sales were abysmal before the Content Cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted. We were promised a lot of things. A lot of things did not happen. I take responsibility for trying to do it again. We shouldn't have, but I think we made the best out of the situation. The charity got $225,000, and a lot of that was due to the buzz around Hassan supporting the charity. Charity got money, the fighters got paid, things didn't work out. The Content Cop wasn't some sudden turning point. The interest in Creator Clash 3 was low. So she, number one, lies. The fighters did not get paid. Things did not work out. That is correct. But this also shows that Anisa was the impetus behind the Content Cop, where she was like, husband, Creator Clash is a financial failure. I'll never be a cool kid now. You have to make a Content Cop on H3. Then Idub says, but H3 is the only person supporting our fucking failed business venture. Husband, I want to be cool to Hassan Piker. And so the bullshit Content Cop was made. Really nothing I did not expect, but I'm very happy that I did not have to talk about Ian and Anisa for a while. I hope that they suffer and languish in obscurity, because they both are awful, rancid, terrible, tortured people, and their mere existence is a blight on everybody around them.
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bold here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!